Hi there, this is Ronnie and this night coming at you with a video. This week, something different for me. Uh, Usually the overwhelming majority of times I GM RPGs. But over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be playing in two different games, uh, in different manners than I've done before. I'm going to be playing in a game at my local gaming club in Motherwell. I'm going to be playing Fate, specifically the Camelot Trigger setting. Um, and I've got my character uh, all written up and ready to go. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it for two reasons. One, I'm getting to play, and two, um, I've heard a lot about Fate. I've heard a lot about how good a system it is, and I want to give it a go. And I'm not one of these people for dismissing systems. Um, I might dismiss the price of systems, but or simply say, well, it's not a system I need for myself personally. But I'm going to give Fate a go. It's not a game I would necessarily buy. Now, this is not a negative comment on the game. It's just that I've got players all over. It's very difficult to get them together. And as such, it would be difficult for me to do the full version of Fate's character generation, which really requires all the players around the table, because you part of character generation is you're giving uh, part of your story over to the next player and they add to it. If I could get some way around that, I would probably give Fate a go. But I'm going into this with not high expectations. That's the wrong way to look at it. I'm going in there with enthusiasm, because I want to give it a go. The other thing that's happening this week is I'm playing a game of Advanced Fighting Fantasy, which Jenny, the Rogue DM, is going to be running. We got together over Google Hangouts on Tuesday, myself, Jenny, and all her players, and we were doing character creation. Now, I liked that for two reasons. One, it was nice to be sitting around generating a character rather than getting a pre-gen. And also, I think it help with breaking the ice. Rather than us all the players coming together sort of cold, we actually got to interact with each other and talk to each other, and that was good. I found that a very positive experience. I'm quite the nervous Nelly, and I find that extremely helpful for me. But I'm also looking forward to this game for a few reasons, actually. One, um, I get to play. Two, as with Fate, I've heard a lot of positives about Advanced Fighting Fantasy, and I want to give it a go. To the point where, if it really works out, I could consider getting it for my community group. Because I'm with a community group here, I'm talking about a whole community that has never roleplayed, or very, very few, if ever, if any. So I'm always on the lookout for very simple systems that might work. And so far, I have been extremely lucky. I got Dark Dungeons and I got Dragon Age on PDF, which I printed off, and I got a very, very nice donation of D6 books, D6 Fantasy, D6 Space, and D6 Adventure. Trying to get a community group started is becoming a problem, because it's all about getting funding, but it's definitely one of my goals. And I bought Savage Worlds because very simple system. But from what I've seen of Advanced Fighting Fantasy, it could also be a good system as well. So I'm interested from that point of view. The other reason I'm interested is that uh, we are going to be doing this game over Google Hangouts. Now I've never done this before. I have considered doing RPGs over the internet, um, over sort of Google Hangouts, and just getting players together, because I get players down in Hemel, I've got players in I've got players all in several parts of Scotland. I've got a player, very good friend of mine, in Switzerland. Um, and it's difficult to get us all together, and I think maybe doing something on Google Hangouts would be great. Um, so I'm enthusiastic. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to Fate. Camelot trigger setting intrigues me. The idea, it's Arthurian legend but with mechs. Um, I like that. It's different. And I like the idea of doing of playing advanced fighting fantasy. From what I saw of the quick start rules, um, it looks a very simple, straightforward system. I think uh, Jenny is keen to really run combat cinematically as opposed to being bogged down using miniatures and maps, which I love. Thank you for that, Jenny. Because I despise minis and maps on role playing games. I much prefer to do it cinematically, just through description. So I'm really jazzed about doing that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There will be note taking in the back of my head on how it all works with Google Plus on the Hangouts, so it all fits together. But yeah, really looking forward to the next few weeks and getting this all done. Yeah, so that's just a few thoughts, and I'll be back soon with another video.